Greetings and salutations. I am Yon, your kind-hearted comfort wife at your service. Yes, I know, I streamed last night. Don't worry, GT5 will continue next week. I just wanted to remind everybody that, the stream will only be featured on Twitch for the time being. Not sure how long that's gonna take, but we'll see what happens. Be sure to check the VOD, hopefully later today on the YouTube side. Ooh, YouTube's very much. That's a very useful tool. A lot of people should get that. So, I just came to make that little quick announcement, just like how Mr. D was, before my stream. So, yeah. With all that being said, I'm actually gonna say this. I'm gonna sit back, relax, and watch Mr. D make tins for San Japan. Roll that beautiful bean footage.
And now, on with the show.
Howdy, y'all. This is Mr. Damocles, aka Mr. D. I am your mild-mannered Kogi revenant at your service. Whew. A lot of news in the VTuber space, huh? So, I feel like the less I talk about it here, the better, because who am I? But it always goes to show you that you should always, appreciate the talent and not always, worship the company that's behind them, because you never know how scummy they could actually be. Jeez, after hearing all about what happened, man, it's rough. I can't believe how bad it got. I tweeted about it, and all I'd said really can say is not since Artesian Builds have I seen a company collapse or implode so fast. But I'm not here to really discuss this because I feel like I'm not at a level to have people really give a rat's ass about my opinion. So I think we're gonna go ahead and get ourselves started here. You may recall last week I was making pins for Japan, which is a convention coming up within about a month, to be totally honest. Ooh, you can hear my creaky chair. It's a really old chair. I've had it for a couple years and I've been meaning to get a new one. I just haven't gone around to it because I'd rather buy other stuff than get me a new chair, which is... I think it's broken my tailbone. Not really, but sometimes it sure does feel like it. And it's pretty quiet right now, but you might hear a beep, and that's me turning my air conditioner on. So you might hear a little bit of a rustle. That's from that. If it gets too hot in here, because in my neck of the woods, it does get hot, especially around this time of year. So I'm just rambling on and on and on. So let me just go ahead and get myself situated here. Let me just take right here. And just do up. Okay. I think that works for me. All right. Let me just where is that other camera? Where is it? Let's see. There it is. Boom. Oh wait, that's not it. That's a different thing. It's a good thing I had a thing covered for that. Oh, it's right here. There we are. There it is. Okay, I need to test just to see. Okay. You can see my hands. Okay, you can see all my stuff. I got my pin stuff. I got the cubes. I got my little drill. I got my UV resin, which is starting to run a little bit low. And I had to clean it a little bit because I had it tipped over and it was starting to pour out and it made a mess a little bit. Thankfully, this stuff only dries up through UV light. So a little bit of a cleaning on the outside and I think we're good. So I'm doing a thumbs up right there. I got my UV light with the power supply. I'm pretty sure it's charged, but I do have a backup just in case. So I have my sweet little tiny scissors, which I actually have grown to really be fond of, sort of, because it's all metal. So when you're really pressing down on something pretty hard, especially because I've been trying to do it with it. I have used a little bit with it on cutting acrylic. The thin enough though, but still. Yeah, when you're using metal scissors, especially when it's all metal, especially around here, you really are just... it'll start to hurt your fingers. Reason being is because I think I may have shared a photo of it. Let me grab it right now. Actually, let me go and fire up some music. Hold on, it's too quiet. It's too quiet. Let me fire up some music for you guys. Where is it? Here we are. And here we go. There we go. Enjoy some Weather Channel-esque music. So, I made this on a whim. It's not perfect, especially when you really look at it, but I made this. I like to call it the BAP, which is short for Big Ass Pin. And as you can see, it is fairly large. I mean, look at... It's about as big as my hand. Now I'm going to be wearing this at Japan, so... In a way, Myung will be with me. Myung will be attending the convention. So, as you can see, it's even super heavily enforced. It's got 3 of these things on there. And if you're wondering what this is about, it's because I tried using a razor blade to cut right in there. You can see it looks a little distressed. It didn't work out as I thought. It sort of started to tear, then cut. So, and it left an ugly hole right there, right between her legs. So, I just got a little piece of spare of whatever this stuff is, this sticker sheet. I just slapped it in the back, and honestly, it'll be something like if you look at a distance, you can't really see it. So, yeah. Like I said, Myung is going to be attending San Japan, so she's excited. She's always excited. She's happy. As it was mentioned in her stream last night, she is too pure. She is way too pure for this world. So, alright, Myung, you go ahead and get some sleep, okay? Alright. The other vital part I have are just some good old-fashioned paper towels, because you never know. And I have this as something to eat when I'm done, because I'm going to eat them after stream. I ain't going to eat them during the stream. What do you want? I ain't going to do some ASMR. I ain't good enough for that. I don't have a stereo mic, but I have these. These, Fruit Block Sours. I just recently gotten to liking these. I just saw them and, they were actually under a deal with a coupon at my local supermarket, and they're actually not bad. And I like that it has the healthy stuff on here, and it shows you that it's not really like absolute garbage. And if any of y'all do get to know me, I am an absolute sucker for sour candy, especially sour chewy candy. So I am a sucker for that kind of stuff. So again, I'm wasting everybody's time. So, and if I'm wasting your time, then I'm doing my job. So let's go ahead. Whoa, I almost fell over my little table here. All right. Okay, we got our stuff here. Let's go ahead and just get the ball rolling. Okay. All right. Let's I got, how many do I got? Let's see. I got 4, 8, 12, 16, and 20. So I got 20 of these that I need to make. I don't know how many I have in here. I really don't feel like counting. I gotta really make sure I'll try to make as many as I can. So, I mean, I still have quite a few. I got the rest. Oh, things are falling over. Here it are. I got the rest in here, in this little box. See? So, I'm already prepared. I still don't know how I'm gonna carry them all at the convention, but I already know what I'm gonna be doing. But like I said, I still don't know how I'm gonna carry them. I'm trying to incorporate a pocket into my coat, because I got my, as you see from my actual character right here, I'm getting the whole look down, except the face, because you'll see why. Well, obviously, because identities want to keep them secret, and it pertains to the look. I mean, if you've seen that picture of Ao with the skull, then that's what it's gonna be. I'm gonna be wearing the skull. And yes, I will have the cat ears. They'll just be hiding under the hat, just like I am here. So, yeah. Again, I'm just preambling and just rambling, ambling, blah blah blah. Let's get started. Let's start with my look. Let's just put this aside. Make sure it's at least out of the way, and we'll just get to cutting. I kind of wonder. I have a new thing here set up, so I wonder if that's actually not too bad. Okay, I actually kind of dig the lighting that we have set up here. So let's just get started. And again, like I said, these don't have to be ultra pristine, super perfect cuts. They just gotta be square enough to fit on the little acrylic square. Yeah, see? I guess I could just leave this here as a little platform for this thing, because a little bit of the residue falls right there, and I don't want it to keep staining this table. So we're gonna need to grab some of these squares, and I forget, I have to really get to peeling some of this stuff off. Oh man. I forgot it has this film over that protects it, and sometimes it is a pain in the ass to get out. just gotta... Oh, got that one. I have a tiny trash can to the lower right of me. Just ready to throw away any kind of extra stuff that I don't need. Am I feeling the right side? Yes, I am. So I'm just gonna... And again, like, with these kind of things, I'm always, like, fucking, like, nervous like hell. I don't know why. Especially nervous with a Handcam stream. I don't know, again, like I said, I don't know why. I just still get nervous. I mean, it's not like you're seeing my face. Even if the worst does happen. Am I even feeling the right side? I feel like I am, and yet I'm not. Well, anyway, like I said, even right now, I'm wearing like a full face cover and a hat. So I decided to take a little bit extra precaution compared to the very first stream when I was making keychains and other pins. I cannot get this fucking thing out. Oh my god, I need to really look at it. Am I even feeling the right thing? Yeah. Oh my lord, this thing is not coming out. Ha! There it is, I got it. Excellent. Now, one of the main stars is this little drill. I love this little drill, and now I'm starting to get to not having the drill bit so far out because they always said it started to tell you to not really do that. There's a little bug in here. Hey, shoot! Wish my bug zapper was working. Oh, listen to that music. It's getting very Shenmue in here. Speaking of, be ready, because I'm already planning out some streams around the holidays, especially around Halloween time. I gotta dig up my Nintendo Wii or find a means of playing it, because I actually would love to stream Castlevania Dracula X Rondo of Blood, because it has the PC Engine version in particular, because that one has some of the best music. And of course, I think I'll make it a yearly tradition, especially Halloween and especially on Christmas. I'll be playing Death Smiles. I'm playing the first one on Halloween, then I'll play the sequel around Christmas time. I feel like that'd be a good idea, right? But those aren't the main events. Christmas time, I'm trying to figure out a specific date. I might start it at the first week of Christmas. The first week of December, actually. I'm gonna be a little bit more precise about this thing. I would love, because I have the Dreamcast for it. I mean, clearly I have the Dreamcast. I mean, you've seen me play Crazy Taxi. And seen Myong play Cardcaptor Sakura Tomio video campaign that I do have, in fact, have a Sega Dreamcast. So, the game in question that I'm trying to talk about while I'm just rambling on and on, that I really would love to play, because I have it, is Shenmue. So, look forward to that around the holidays. Especially, like I said, first week of December. I'm gonna try to do it like that. Okay, so we got this. Oh wait, yeah, I forgot. It makes life easier if I just do this and Plus that, so I don't have to worry about holding on to it for too much. And I just realized I don't really have anything to place the pin on while it's getting hit by the UV lights. Let's see. I have this little tape and a thing of Velcro stuff, which I just hold on to just in case. Will this work? This is probably too big. Oh, but it's too big. It's gonna be too risky. I'll risk knocking it over. But let me at least apply this thing on here. Yeah. Again, doing this with gloves is not easy. Ugh. There we go. Alright. I forgot I like to take the bit of that and just put it on here as a way of me holding it on, and I can just eyeball it. Let's see. Not bad, not bad. There's a little crease here and there, but no, that's totally fine. The resin will clear all the errors, so I need to find something to balance it in like that. Actually, oh wait, I remember now. It's over here. I have my handy dandy little screw set, and I used that. I used one of these bolts. Okay, I remember now. Okay, so I didn't have to walk away. I just use this. Place that there, and then blast it with the UV light. Okay. Just gonna use this little thing. Just place it right there. Now, I'm gonna do this off camera so I could see it better. Because something like this, you kind of really need to look at it. There we go. Just place it down. Let me just grab me a bit of a napkin. And I'll just start off this. I have a little ceiling fan going on here, so it's gonna be a little bit extra windy. Go right there, you asshole. Come on. Alright. Now we can just get this thing. Turn the light on here, and presto! We'll just let this thing do its thing. Might as well just, if you heard that pop, that was my ankle. I am known to be a good ankle breaker. Quote unquote, not really, but because of a lot of times I've hurt myself, hurt my legs and all that. They've popped a lot now lately. Maybe it's because I'm just getting on my age. Let's see. But it probably does stand to a couple years back where I sprained my ankle to the point where I was incredibly hurt. I'm peeling my glove. But yeah, like I said, a couple years ago I sprained, like maybe not a couple years ago. I'm gonna blast it again. A couple years ago, I really hurt my ankle. Like I sprained it like crazy. Like it literally, like, my foot literally went like this, and then went completely sideways. And it's like how it is with a lot of injuries. There we go, I got it. It didn't seem like it hurt at first, and then you wake up the next morning and my foot was like swollen to like the size of a cantaloupe. So that was not a lot of fun. That was probably one of the worst pains I've ever experienced, but not the worst, because I've experienced so much worse. And I'll talk about those stories later on. Right now, I'm just trying to take care of myself. But what made that sprained ankle hurt so much was because I was working at a cleaners, and let's see. I'm giving a visual inspection of it, and it looks really good, actually. Yeah, look at that. See, just a little bit of thing like that, but that's fine. That's nothing. So it looks pretty good if it would only focus. So I'm gonna take this, add it in the little box. In fact, I'm gonna put this little box over here and leave the lid open. There we go. Put that aside. There we go. I'll be so bummed if that gets tipped over. Just get some other stuff, put them aside. And there we go. Alright. Let's continue on. But yeah, again, regarding my ankle, like I said, I sprained it and I was working at a cleaners where I told them like I sprained my ankle and it was super hard to walk. And I was basically told, well, that's okay, you can just stand. So for a good while I was still working with a sprained ankle, and I was just told to just bear it because that was only just a part-time job and I had no insurance. So it was something that I couldn't really, probably could have, but I really couldn't do. I could, but yet I couldn't do anything about it. Where did that little square go? What did I do with it? What did I do with that little square? Where'd it go? Oh man, I'm like losing track of things already. Oh boy, uh-oh, that's not good. That's not good. Oh shit. It's probably hiding in plain sight. I'm looking around now. Ow! Bumped my microphone. Did I throw it in here? No, I didn't. I didn't throw it in the little tiny box of pins. This is such a... Was that it? Was that it? Did I just drop it? Oh boy. Getting so desperate, I'm feeling inside my little trash can even though there's nothing in there. So I have these here. And I got these. I have the napkin, the paper towels. And I got this here. And it is not on this little table. Oh boy. Oh, let me just... Okay, yeah, this is a great part of the stream. It's me, off camera. Fucking looking for shit that I dropped, probably. I just know if I give up and start with another one, I'm totally gonna find it later. I just know it. I think it's lost. I think I just lost one of those things. Well, that sucks. That really, really, really sucks. I just lost that thing. The little, one of these little squares. I just lost one of them. Damn it. Not happy about that. I really am not happy about that. If I stumble upon it, that'd be great, but... feeling around. Maybe it's hiding in plain sight again, like I said. No. I guess I gotta do this again. Where's my little trash can at? Put that there. There we go, got that. No, you don't, drill. Don't you dare go anywhere. Come on, I really wish these things would cooperate. You can see my shadows too. Oh, I really hate these things, man, because they're such a pain that they can sometimes will just come off real easy, and sometimes it just feels like you're trying to remove a rock that's embedded in concrete. It just feels like it's impossible. Because right now, this is starting to really like stress me out. I'm starting to like get incredibly upset that this thing is not cooperating. There we go, I got it. Ah. Alright, now they just maybe put this right here, so let me just push that aside. Just so I can put some of this stuff on here, so I don't have to worry about cleaning it up. This also gives me a chance to really apply, or in camera, apply some pressure to this thing. And I remembered if I put enough pressure on this thing, it will go, it'll just press on here. Let me just get more of that drill bit out. There we go. It's a little too much exposed drill. Just want to enough to get it through, and there we go. Ah, come on. Give it up, little acrylic square. You're gonna lose. Get rid of all this excess. There we go. Got it. Alright. Let me just put that away. Alright, so you've got it all the way through. Get one of these. grab one of these. There we go, make sure it's... And there we go, like I said, it doesn't have to be center. It doesn't have to be center. It just needs to get the job done. Which is just hold the pin on your clothes. You see? I'm kicking my little table around. Not trying to. Okay. Let's get the sticker. Come on, come on, come on. Thank you. Oh, this should be a little bit more cooperative, I'm hoping. Just trying to... There we go. Trying to... Go. Just toss that out. Not bad, actually. It's actually gone pretty good. That's on pretty good. Let me just make sure it's completely pressed down. Okay, now it's time to apply a resin. So let's just there. So I'm actually gonna go ahead, like I said, and do this off camera because I can look at it a little bit better. So let's get right to that. And remember, when you're on resin like this, to not just completely squeeze the bottle. As you do that, you'll end up taking more resin out of the tube than you need, and you'll end up with just a massive mess. Just release what needs to be released and just kind of use the end of the nozzle and just sort of spread it around. Spread it around, and if you feel like you need a bit, just squeeze it a little bit more, and then you got it. So still wondering where that other acrylic square went to. I'm still trying to figure out what I did with it. Like I said, I'm gonna stumble upon it. If I do, I'll probably try to post it if I can remember that. So let me just that. Let's go ahead and get another thing out. There's a little bug here. Where are you going? Where are you going? You went in here. Okay. I think may have just ran off like that little bit of paper towel. It just rolled off like a tumbleweed. I run such a professional show here, don't I? Just let the acrylic do its thing while I'm cutting up a square. Let me just hit it again. But then again, I'm fine with this not being the most professional thing. But if I try to go for something that's ultimately perfect, something is bound to go wrong. And that'll just make me upset. So, it's probably best to just roll with the punches. Go with the flow. Okay, so... Alright, that one actually peeled off pretty easily. Thank goodness, so... Which means this one is probably gonna be a nightmare. Let me just, I really do need a new chair. Ow, that one hurt. I'll blast it one more time. Make sure that resin is super hardened. Like a bloody rock. my god. Forgive me if I'm getting stressed here because, like I said, doing this right here, and I feel like I'm being put on the spot right now, and I feel like I'm being judged. But I did get it, so. Alright, so this pin is ready. Let me get a closer look at it. Okay. Alright, I can see what happened, but it's still fine. It looks fine. The only thing is because there was a little bit of areas that were lifted. And as you can see, some of the resin seeped under it, but that's fine. As long as it's like secured and waterproof. So let me just go and just put that in there with the rest. And let's now get this one started. Where did that little paper towel go? Aha, here we go. I'm probably gonna go and toss it because I still got other ones right here and I can always grab more. Wondering how I did it. I grabbed it with my foot. I have like a prehensile tiled foot. Is that the correct pronunciation of it? Prehensile tile? Whatever. You know what I mean. I grabbed it with my foot, okay? So I put the brain in a robot, you know. Okay, so let's just go ahead and just get to drilling. Let's try to go for more center. Let's just do it up here. I feel like that's pretty good. There you go, it's a good start to it. I got a divot in there. Yeah, so I got a divot in there so I can actually press in. It's not dead center, but it should suffice. You can see it right there. Gotta get in there. Gotta drill. Drill really hard. Okay, it's getting a little tougher right now, which is a good sign that because I'm going more all the way through, I can get it real tough, and then it'll just boom, you get tough, and then just you realize, oh, I went all the way through. So whenever you're using this tiny drill, always remember that it'll start getting incredibly tough. Like it feels like you're drilling into a tree or something like that, and that's usually the sign that you're really close to getting it. So just kind of wipe some of this off. Put that one right there. I can see where it is, so I'm not gonna get like, oh man, I am kind of losing it, so I'll put you right there. My fingers, they're covered in a bit of acrylic shavings. Just feel like I'm getting there. Just I got it. It's free. Okay, I'm just gonna find it a little bit and just oh. I almost forgot a very, very important part. Which is doing this and that. Okay, get that before the wind blows it away from my little ceiling fan, which I installed not too long ago, and I absolutely love it. but it's probably not ideal for little projects like this because it produces quite a bit of wind. As you can see, things are like just flapping around. But it does work and it keeps me cool. It's better than the other one that I had. And while it makes a bit of a rustle sound, I do feel like it is relatively quiet, and I'm not gonna be sweating my balls and ass off when I'm streaming anymore. At least I'll get some kind of cool air on me, or air at least, some circulation going through my body. Woo! This one's off center, but it's all in there. It's not, there's no sticker overlapping, and this one's actually on pretty nice, so. Just get down, just there we go, get rid of the woo! Almost dropped it off my head. Here we go. Take that. I'm gonna put this right there. That works. Now again, apply the resin, and again I'm gonna be doing it off camera because it's gonna be right up in my face so I can see what I'm doing. But I will show you here, like, see? I'm not even pouring anymore. I just poured a slight dab, and I'm just using the nozzle to spread it around. Let's see, let me take a little. Yeah, there's an air on top I didn't get, so this is. There we go. This one is ready, so we can just right there. We close that, turn the light, and there we go. We don't have many more to go, minus one, because like I said, I lost one, so. Just going with it, just seeing what I can do. Maybe at some point I'll order more and I'll just make the rest of them offline. Just letting it do its thing, just letting it do its thing, actually. Maybe I should, while you guys are enjoying the UV blast, I'm gonna get the excess plastic that's wrapped around here off of this thing, that protects it. Wonder if I can use these scissors. Hold on. Oh, that actually did very well. I think I may have just found a... Oh yeah, that was way easier to just do it like that. To just use the scissors and just sort of just kind of do it like that, and whoop, and it just comes off. That's so much easier, and it didn't even scratch it. Didn't even scratch it, which is great. Which is actually great. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this over here. Just at least get a nice divot point. And it's almost, and not, oh, I am shaking this table. I will say though, that this time of year is a little bit melancholic for me. Mostly stems to quite possibly the biggest health scare of my life. But you probably would have known a little bit about it because I pepper it in every now and then. But if there's a YouTube short of from Kiwi Memo that me and him were playing Repo, and I was playing and I got that parasite thing, and it was just making my voice weird, and I was vomiting, and I casually just said it's 2021 summer all over again, and That's not a joke. That was based on what I just mentioned right now. Like I told you, like my biggest health scare. But again, like a lot of things, that is a story for another time. And look at this. That came out nice. Very, very nice. See? Very nice. So I'm just gonna toss that in there with the rest of them. And just continue. Oh no! As you can see, you can hear it. It's a little empty. So I got another one here on the weighing deck, which is full. It hasn't even been opened, so. Just get to the drilling. But yeah, my health scare, that is a story for another time. I will say though that when it happened, I got better, and then I got so much worse. I got so much worse than before. And I was essentially, I was essentially out of action for 3 months. And it required a week-long stint at a hospital. Which is why I've become more of a fan of Iron Mouse. Because, well, I may not be in a condition like her, though I am happy that she seems to be doing okay given the circumstances regarding, you know, some unpleasant news that came to light. But my fingers stuck. I am very happy that she's seems to be doing very well for the most part. And which is, like I said, because while I am also, I feel like I may not be, it may just be in my head, but I will say, like, I do feel the need to take an iron supplement every couple of days, if not every day. Because I do feel like, for better or worse, I too have probably suffered, not as major, but because they said that I've had it, and I think they say I feel like I may be stuck with it, which thankfully it's not as severe, because I can still be pretty active, but I have been told that I have a mild anemia. So there is always going to be something like that, which I feel like is something I am going to have to just deal with for the rest of my life. And this side is not, I'm having to do the other corner because it got all frayed out and yeah, see, I'm gonna I'm just peeling the actual paper. Somehow I managed to pull a layer of paper and not the actual sticker. I really hate it when it does feel like these kind of sticker sheets and all that, or any kind of sticker, when they choose to be almost impressively uncooperative. But I was able to get it, so let's just get this and just maybe put it like that. Well, let me just throw that out, and now I can just get to pressing on this. Oh boy. There we go. There we go. There she is. Let's just get the resin on. Okay, I'm just gonna take a closer look at it. Okay, I noticed I missed the corner right there. Okay, yeah. I just wanted to see if I had it, if I got it right. I'm just pouring, throwing out all the excess that I don't need. Let's get this, turn that on, and boom. Let's just get to it. I will say, only streaming through one platform seems to do a good job on my bitrate, because I've only lost like 160 frames. But I am recording this too, and it's saving to a hard drive, so I can upload it to YouTube. This little bug will not leave me alone. He just wants to just scurry around. He wants to be his own star. Oh man, my foot. Oh, I tried popping my toes just right now and it didn't work. What about my other foot? Oh, I got a little bit. Ooh, that was nice. Just really like this little box that I have. Ooh, let's just blast it again. Got this one. I'm just going over and looking at them. I noticed that I found the really rough one. So, whoever gets that one, consider yourself lucky because you got yourselves a really rough one. But it is waterproof, so like I said, that's what the UV resin is for. I covered all that with that stuff, so it just doesn't. So it stays waterproof and strong. Should be pretty strong actually, considering, like I said, I got these. I just kind of had a brainwave with the idea of getting the fastener pins like this. It kind of looks like a thumbtack. I tried using thumbtacks, but it just didn't work. And they just drill a hole in the middle, kind of have it go through, and the sticker is placed on top of it, and then the resin is hit over it, which really like reinforces it. Just doing the, yeah, see the scissor technique, it works. That makes me so happy. It's de-stressing. You just go like that and just kind of just. And that should be enough for me to. Yeah, see? I may have scratched this one a tiny bit actually. So small you won't even notice it. So let's just see how this one came out. I'm giving a visual inspection, and it looks good. It's off center, but as you can see, it's like Myeong herself. She is absolutely perfect and beautiful, just the way she is. Let me just see. I don't know if you heard that, because I just look at that. Got a tiny little box just full of these things. Okay. I'm getting distracted here. Let's get to drilling. I'm just gonna take this stuff. Just maybe go to town, make sure I'm in camera at least. You can see some of the action. Because I am actually putting quite a lot of pressure here. Oh, see, I thought I got through, but that was just the... Oh no! I'm gonna wipe it off the table and into that little trash can. Yeah, I thought I made it through, but it just got pushed in, thankfully. I'm gonna try to really press down on that, or twist on it to make sure it's as tight as I can get it. So I'm just gonna get back on there. Hey, Kiwi. Are you ready for tomorrow, man? Dude, I've been excited since last week to get to have Peak. To play it, too. I even went out of my way to download and prepare a button on my touch portal, which is the Nickelodeon Guts theme. Because that's what that is on the thumbnail. Which reminds me, did WeSonic get the game? Because I am not sure if he has, because it's only $8, and if he can't get it, go ahead and tell him that I will get it for him. So, I was already thinking about doing that anyway. So, but that's only if he doesn't have the game. So, and I'm not going to be doing that for anybody else. This is a very rare occasion for me. I can't buy, like, Peak for, like, 15 people. Like I said, I'm preparing these pins for San Japan. And let's just say I missed the boat on, getting a discount on the reservation of the room. So it's gonna cost me quite a bit for the stay, unfortunately. Yeah, Nickelodeon Guts is a great show. Even though I feel like when there's like one person left, they should have. It'd be hard to do because of copyright and all that. Have Foo Fighters, My Hero playing. I'll probably sing the chorus at some point. If it gets down to like one person remaining. Come on, Sticker! Cooperate! Yes, got it. Alright, just like that. Stop getting stuck on my fingers. Okay. Okay. Okay, it's all centered, but it's all within the confines of the cube. It's not a cube; it's a square. So that means the resin can overlap on it slightly, and it won't leave a mess. Okay, now let's get to the resin. Let me just put that there. Might make it another thingy just so I can have a weight, like a paper weight. I just think that thing's made of paper. It's a paper towel. Okay, that's good. That's good. That is good. Just gonna close the lid on this one. Just take this, gently place it down, turn on the light there, and boom! Just hit it with that. I don't have many left, so I don't know how long the stream's gonna last. I got like a decent handful of these left. See, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got 15 of the stickers remaining, and I don't think I have 15 here, so we'll just finish with this and we can call it a night. I know, probably a short stream, probably 2 hours at best, but I feel like that's good, right? I'm trying not to go for too long, especially since I've been having to go to work the next day. I'm like one of many of y'all people that mostly this is a hobby at the start, because that's how it is for me. It's a hobby. I just want to do it because I want to. So that means I have a day job, and I gotta pay the bill somehow. So we'll hit it with one more. So yeah, I gotta pay the bill somehow. So hopefully, if I get my break, which is a big if, to be honest, because who the hell am I? But yeah. Anyway, I digress. Gotta pay the bills. Which makes me wonder what kind of other kind of handy hand stream I can do. I'm open to some suggestions, like maybe I can build a Lego thing or something like that. Thank you, Kiwi, but technically it was 2021. But yeah, thank you though. I'm doing fine. I'm better now. In fact, it's always when a near-death experience that makes you want to reevaluate your health life, even though sometimes I do indulge. Not in on vices like alcohol or tobacco. I don't do any of that stuff. Never have. And I don't know if I can even smoke, because even the smell, I think that, actually no, that's totally fine. See, even the smell of just a leftover cigarette butt is enough to give me a gag reflex. They're so disgusting. I cannot stand smoking. I cannot stand cigarettes. I cannot stand vaping. Anything like that. So it makes me feel very, very sick. Let me just put this here just so the wind, my little ceiling fan doesn't blow it away. I know I have a main ceiling fan on the roof, but not under my desk, like under my main chair. So that's what I did. I got me a little ceiling fan. It only costs like 20 some bucks, and it's great. You lost 10 pounds. Yeah, I could see that happening. That does happen. I can attest to that. Even though when I was sick, that was when I was like at my worst when it came to me like indulging in fatty foods, because I used to be near 200. When I got sick after like a month of just absolute hell, not having an appetite, and basically trying to do anything you can to eat something, so I was living off a diet of Sour Patch Kids and Dr. Pepper, which I don't know if that was a good idea, because I would wake up every morning trying to vomit, but never really vomiting. I would be dry heaving, which was, I feel like, was even worse, because I was getting nothing out of it, and it would wake me up like at 6 a.m. usually on the dot of every day, and I was basically in my room just by myself, like it was a prison cell. And walking from my room to even try to like talk to my brother for a few minutes, which is like a walk, like maybe let's see, it's like, well, a 15-foot walk, like 15 feet away from me. I would feel like I ran a marathon. Like I would be so winded. Like I was that sick. But yeah, regarding my weight, like I used to be when I was like when I got sick, I was probably physically at my worst. Like I said, because I indulged in fatty foods and all that. I mean, I'm not gonna say I don't anymore, because I still do. I've just been more conscious about it and making sure to like not overindulge, and if I do, I try to correct that the next day. But yes, anyway, I'm delaying everything. I dropped from nearly like 200 pounds to 160 pounds. But it was not in a healthy way. Like I said, I just basically was just not eating. There we go. So yeah, that was the thing. And when I was in the hospital for that first night, when I woke up the next morning, they asked me, "How do you feel?" And I just told them, "Hungry," which was, I personally did feel like that was a good sign, because I hadn't been hungry. I wasn't hungry for like a month. I hadn't really properly eaten or wanted to eat. Every time I did eat something, I did it because I felt obligated. But yeah, like the first thing I ate was from that hospital was, I think, a bowl of cereal and a cup of water, and I think that was it. But it was a start. It was a week-long recovery. And even though he's no longer in his mortal plane, as we heard the news this morning, strangely enough, it's Ozzy Osbourne song, Mama, I'm Coming Home. It really strikes deep within me, mostly because of that hospital stay. So there's a little something about myself, but I didn't reveal all of it because, like I said, that's the story for another time. Just clean all that. Okay, I can just always clean that acrylic off. No. There we go. There we go, just... There we go, that's best, right there. I almost said that's not, but then I was like, why am I saying that? I meant to say that's nice. Look at it, it came out really good. Just now get some resin action here. Just spread it around. Okay, I think that's pretty good. So we're gonna here. I'm gonna put a bit of a paper towel to wipe my hands down a little bit, and I'm gonna hit this and hit the light. letting that UV resin do its thing. And the UV light too. This little bug, I can't tell if it's a spider or not. It is moving very, very fast. It's very tiny. It's like smaller than a grain of rice. Oh, no, it just went into the UV light. I'm gonna end up encasing it in resin. Watch, that's gonna happen, and it'll be by accident because I'm not trying to. Well, maybe I am, but I'm not. I don't want to take it out like that. I don't want it to be tortured. It's just that it's hot outside and we're still getting a lot of bugs is trying to come in. Oh, it happened to your mother too? I'm very sorry, but I really hope she's doing okay. I really do hope so. I have no idea. I have no idea. I hope I didn't just accidentally open an old wound. I really hope I didn't. Just waiting for this thing to... I'll just hit it again. In fact, what am I doing? I can just... Let's see, grab one of these. Yeah, just. Oh, I didn't peel it. 3, go. Let's get this one. I can do this one on camera. It's a little janky, but it's better than me using my fingers and getting angry at it. Oh, I might be able to get it from there. It's slightly lifted. Yeah, see? I got it. Right on time, because this thing is done. I'm gonna take it and get a closer inspection. Oh, I see. Some of the resin cured on the other side. I thought it went under the sticker and into a pocket because I was trying to check because you could see it's on this upper right corner. I thought it went under and cured under this right between the sticker and this acrylic square, but it would have been noticeable, but it's not noticeable because as you can see, it looked like it's a pocket, but it's actually just a little bit that just went over right here. We started to go right there, and because of the UV light, it hardened, and now it's just right there. So, that's wonderful to hear about that, Kiwi. That's wonderful to hear about that. I'm glad she's doing good. Alright, this one is ready to go, so. And like I said, how this is gonna work, I'm gonna pull one out of my pocket and hold it like this, and I'm gonna be holding my fist out for people like so. And if they do a fist bump like that, I'm gonna go like that, and boom. Win a prize. But I'm only gonna do that so many times because I'm gonna have only so many. So, anybody that's in Japan, be on the lookout. Yeah. Oh wait, what am I trying to take another one out for? I already have this one ready. Unless this is the one that was presumed missing. I don't know, but here we go. There's that little bug. There, see it? You see it? See it? See it? It just came and went. He wants his own airtime, huh? He wants to be a star himself. I've said it before, but I will say, maybe I should just stick to streaming on one platform, because right now, Twitch, just streaming on Twitch has been okay, because on YouTube, sometimes they have a little thing in the corner that tells me like, oh yeah, this is gonna be wonderful for tonight, because it will tell me like having connection issues or something like that, and nothing else seems to really give me that kind of problem except YouTube. With Twitch, at least, it's relatively smooth, even though I do personally feel they're not perfect. But I don't want to talk about that. I'm too busy making pins. There we go. Let's cut another one out. Let's just skip this one. There we go. But yeah, like with streaming on YouTube, it like on both YouTube and Twitch, I seem to get massive like bitrate hits. Like I guess my internet connection just isn't up to snuff, as so to speak. Kind of wish it was though. But what can you do? I'm too busy stumbling on other little things like that fascinate me and makes me want to try it out. Like, just last night, before I went to bed, I was watching a video about somebody who got used I think it's called an FTA, a satellite kind of box. Oh! I almost made a terrible mistake. I gotta do this. Ah. Don't fall. Don't fall. Don't get stuck on my finger either, please. Yeah, right there. There we go. There we go. But yeah, anyway, like I said, a satellite receiver, like, it gets you free satellite channels, and I'm always fascinated with things like that. Like satellites, like TV antennas. I mean, I know how to build them too. I know how to build TV antennas. And I can get them to work too. I mean, I have one out on the roof of my house, and on a good day, I can get around like, maybe not like as many as people probably thought I would get, but I'll get like at least like at the most like 50 channels, and on a bad day around 30, which is honestly still pretty good considering, you know, it's free TV. And with many people quote unquote cutting the cord and just not even bothering with a cable TV because of how they like price gouging people. It's no wonder it's like becoming more and more common. Almost kind of like we're going back to like the 90s style, where people were just getting just TV antenna. But then again, there was, during that time, cable was the thing. That was the thing to get, like cable TV. But the most common thing, which is now becoming one of the more popular things here, is just good old-fashioned over-the-air TV with an antenna. And little word of advice: if you see one of those like antennas that proclaims to be like $500 or 1,000 miles or something of range. Don't bother with those. Those are garbage. Like them saying that you get like 50,000 miles of range or something like that, like a astronomical number like that. No. And they always claim you can get like premium channels and all that. No. It doesn't work like that. It does not work like that at all. They do that to trick you. It's a bunch of snake oil. You're better off just building your own, even if it looks like a ugly pile of crap. It'll probably work better than any of the things you probably buy at the store. The only thing I do recommend is getting an amplifier. And I don't mean to alarm you guys, but I see a cockroach in my room. It just suddenly just appeared. Yeah, you better fucking run, you little bastard. I'll have to bring my cat in here to go after you. It's been a while since I've had to deal with these little bastards. Oh my god. Ah, little bastards. Cockroaches, I mean. When I see them, they're few and far between. But when they do show up, I'm not fond of them. I don't like them. Even though genuinely they're harmless, but I just still don't like them. Actually, no, I think this is okay. I think it's... I'm really looking at this one corner right here. Thinking that, there's something... That it's, nothing on it. Then I look it over the light and I realize, oh, it is just barely covering completely. And it tipped over a little bit, so you're gonna have this area, this little extra bulge right here, which is fine. It's fine. I give it a pass. Besides, like, it shows you that these are all handmade. Not only are you seeing them right here, you can actually see like flaws and imperfections in them, which just shows you like, yeah, these are handmade. Which hopefully, I mean, that means that people will probably value them a lot more. Okay, let's get the other side of this one. Let's just oh, I think I got it. Yeah. Here we are. That excess, get rid of it. Back to drilling. Woo! Look at that. Oh, woo, woo! Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Perfect. We'll put you right there. I keep thinking that there's a bug crawling on my right leg because I'm wearing shorts and I feel something like touching my leg, but it's just this, which is the cable to my headphones. It's just rubbing against my leg and I'm like, what's that? No, it's just that. It's just the cable for my headphones. So let's get to cutting this. Let's just no, I'm not doing the trying to sound like a minion or crazy frog. I'm doing the original Scatman from fuck, I don't know how long ago. Man, I'm old. I'm old. Yo, Kiwi, when you said food right now, are you talking about the cockroach? I'm not eating the cockroaches. I'm not eating the roaches. I'm not eating the bugs. I'm not gonna eat the bugs, and I'm not gonna sleep in the pod. Where did it? It's right here. Let's get that. Bam. Here she is. There's Ugh. No, man, I don't want to eat the roaches. I'm not eating the bugs. My cats don't even eat the bugs. They just like hunting them. But yeah. Probably one of the main reasons we do get a lot of unwelcome visitors every now and then, more than usual for some people, is because we don't spray around the house really anymore. Mostly because our cats, they like hunting them, so we don't want to get them poisoned. Thankfully, they don't eat them. They just hunt them, and I've seen my cat. You've probably seen him. His name is Peanut. You've probably seen photos of him. He's caught his fair share, and he doesn't eat them. He just, I would walk in the kitchen, seeing him with one that's barely alive. It's like twitching, and he's just like batting it around. Like, yeesh. You just love making those little guys suffer, huh? But I guess it's okay, because like I said, like I see a cockroach in the kitchen, especially because that's where they like to hang out. Because that's where all the food is. The cats, I mean. And I just see them and like, hey, I got the little bug. Get out of here. There we go. I think I did that off camera. I don't know. But anyway, like I said, with those roaches, and I see them, and I like the cat's just lounging around, and I just pick them up and like, here, go hunt. And they go hunt. Thankfully they go after them. So always remember, if you have a pet cat, they can do that because it's good for them. Because you don't want them getting all lazy and complacent at home. It's in their DNA to hunt, so let them hunt. Even if it's something like a roach or something like that, something small, let them hunt. Which reminds me, I think it was Peanut. It could be my other cat. I wasn't here when it happened, but supposedly one of the cats came back with a dead bird, a red one too, so make a wish. I think I already know who you're talking about. I saw the cockroach and I was half tempted to not even mention it because of that. But I decided to bring it up just in case the bastard decided to fly at me. Because I've had a roach fly at me against my will. It was up in the corner and it just flew at me. I was in my chair and I don't like those ugly things flying at me because it just... I don't know what it is about with people who get freaked out by cockroaches, but we just do. They don't really do anything except walk around and spread disease. But it flew right at me! And, I pushed my chair back so hard that I fell over behind my chair, just went whoop, like ass over tea kettle. I just literally went like that. And I don't know where the roach went. I think I saw it, it was on my leg. I grabbed it, and I just slammed it into my trash can. And I never saw it since. I think I killed it by doing that. That may have been a little bit embellished, but I think I may have killed it. I'm not really sure. That was such a crazy experience. That was the absolute, like, craziest thing. Well, maybe not the craziest thing, but it was pretty wild. The cobwebs and the one cobweb I have in my corner didn't do a thing because... Yes, I know. It's like, you have cobwebs in your room? Only one. And it's in a kind of a somewhat hard to reach corner of my room. And a daddy longlegs actually lives there. And I don't mind them because if you actually look up on how they, if daddy long legs, if they're poisonous, they are not. In fact, some could say they're beneficial because they are there and they get rid of like mosquitoes and all that. They hunt those things. They hunt mosquitoes, they get rid of flies, they get rid of the more annoying pests. And there are also probably other spiders in your house that don't do anything except just get rid of any more unwanted pests. Like I think a brown recluse. Those are like the ones that I think they say like you don't have to worry about them. They're actually pretty harmless. Unless you're like a fly or a mosquito or something like that, which they will hunt them. So those kind of spiders, I don't mind them because they don't hurt. They don't hurt me, and I don't. So I won't hurt them. In fact, they get to live with free room and board, and they get a meal every now and then. So hey, and I get to deal with less pests. So hey, it's a win-win. All right, let's see how this one came out. Do I need to blast it again? This one came out really nice. This one came out real nice. Oh yeah, this one actually came out really good. Not even that many bubbles on there. See? Kind of hard to tell because of the lighting. But there, you just go like that. You can probably. It's kind of hard to get this thing to focus correctly. Come on. It's focusing on my gloves and not the... Maybe if I did this. It does not want to focus. I don't like that it doesn't want to focus. Let's see. See, now it's focusing on stuff here. But you get the idea. It came out really nice. Like I said, not many bubbles on there, so... Because that's the one thing you'll probably notice about these pins. About all these kind of pins right here, that there are a lot of bubbles. Let's see. This is a good example of one. You can see it's like... a lot. I don't know if you could tell from the camera, but yeah, there's a lot of bubbles on that one. Well, and again, like I said, I was told, like, the way you can do it is by, hitting it with like a little flame or with a little heat, but I don't trust myself with something like that, doing something like that. I need to experiment with that because I work with things that, oh boy, where that have, that deal with paper, like the sticker sheet, and I just feel like I'm gonna have it catch fire. I don't want that. So let's just keep on cruising. Let's just... I don't know if that's enough for me to... There we go. I got that. Let's just peel that off. I think that roach scurried off. Probably ran somewhere else. Ran into his little hidey hole, wherever he is. I'm gonna make sure to take care of that. I have to grab Peanut and show him where they are and like, go get him! Go get him! And he's just gonna do nothing. He's gonna probably want food out of it. I am peeling the wrong thing. I think. Oh yeah. I was peeling the wrong side. Let's just yeah, there we go. See, I distressed it a little bit, and that's enough for me to boom, take it out like that. Let's just move this aside. Let's just get to drilling. Really pressing down on this thing. It's gonna really put some pressure. Enjoy the backs of my hand. Oh, it's not even really on camera. Oops. Oh well. Yeah, see? I made progress. Just get rid of the excess. Hmm. Okay. Making sure I'm drilling in the right side. Yeah, look at that. Just shabba-da-boo. Okay. Just get rid of the... Using a paper towel to wipe off the excess off camera. Just... Now to just get these set up, so... Come on. I don't need two, I need one. There we go, see? All set. Where the scissors are right here. Let's get some ASMR mono, because this is a mono microphone, so I'm gonna... Yeah. In fact, I'm gonna do some more of that. Enjoy some of this. Are you tingling now? There we go. See? Look what I did. Oh, there we go. I'm gonna trash can and let's just get to cutting this. Here we are, just right here and just... Ooh, that one was a little rough. Oh, it's actually quite alright, actually. There we go. Not bad. Not bad at all. Now to just take this... Get the sticker free. Okay, let's try it like that. Let's just... That out. Toss that and this. Alright! That actually got on there really good. Press it in, make sure it's really good. I'm gonna visually inspect myself. Alright! There's a little bulge, but that's because of the... This right here is causing that, but that's fine. That's expected when you're making a pin that's like this. But the best part is that, as you can see, there's no like tiny creases or things like that on the side. This one actually got on real smooth. I thought I was gonna end up getting a crease in there, but I didn't. I actually was like very like coaxing with it. Come on, I was like, come on, no, 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 no. Now to apply the resin. I'm so happy I discovered resin. I just saw it and bought it out of curiosity, and I enjoy it. I'm gonna take it off camera and inspect myself here. Just okay. Ooh, there's a bit dripping right here. Ooh, it just dripped on the floor. Well, not on the floor, but it hit the table. And now I'm gonna blast it with the UV. I just hope I didn't just fuse it with my bolt right there. Yeah, like my bitrate's been good. Only 160 dropped frames, which is very good. Basically, it just says 0.0%. Last night from Young Monday, it was like maybe 1,000, which is still really good. It's a very low number, so I do think maybe simulcasting was affecting my bitrate, even though I feel like having an RTX 3090 should be good, right? It's probably a factor of a lot of things. I did cheap out on the CPU and the motherboard, so I feel like my CPU should be okay. It's like it's more entry level, but I have done a little bit more research after purchasing it, and turns out my motherboard is considered a low end, so I have been looking for a more high-end machine, a more high-end motherboard. I do feel like my CPU is good. I think it's very capable. It's a good, like, they say it's a good, like, mid-range. I think it's mid-range. It's a Ryzen 5 7600. I believe that's what it is. But I also have been looking for maybe something a little bit more powerful, so who knows? That may be around the end of the year, so I'm not gonna hold my breath. But then again, it's probably all stems to my internet service provider, considering how unstable that like being with a download speed as it should be. It's the upload speeds that are always the most unstable. It can reach from 30, and it'll drop down to 5, and the millisecond later it'll jump right back up to like 20 or something like that. So it gets very unstable. That's just me being polite. That's me being nice about it. So you probably see us shaking around. That's because I'm shaking my leg right here, just letting time pass until this thing is done. So waiting for this resin to cure. Pretty sure it is cured, and I'm just going a little overboard. But with this and things like this, I don't mind going a little overboard. But then again, if it's a thin enough acrylic like what I use here that's actually cuttable, sometimes going a little overboard can cause problems, because as you can see, it is slightly warped, and that's because of the UV. It got hot, and when things get too hot, they start to curl like a potato chip. So let's see what the damage is. Oh, okay, cool. Excellent. It felt like it was stuck, but all I did was just boop, and there we go. It just came out. And let me just give a personal inspection close up. I missed a corner right here. After all that I've been doing, I missed a corner, so it's gonna be a little bit of an extra bump on this one, so we're just gonna give it a little dot. That should be good enough. Let me just close this cap here. There we go. And I'm glad this thing is actually still going, because when I tried it with the last stream, I guess I should have charged it because it was already like dying. So thankfully this little battery pack is doing good. And I don't think I recall ever paying for this thing. I think I found this thing on the street, and I almost thought it was a vape thing, so I was like, ew. And then I saw the USB thing, and then I realized, oh, it's for charging. So it comes to those little charging things. They always come in handy. Oh boy, sorry about that. I kicked my little table. In fact, I'm gonna do something real quick. There we go. You'll see it later on X, so let me just go back here. Just that aside and yeah, actually not bad. You can't even really see the bump unless you really look for it. So this one is ready. And like I always say, oh wait, what? One man's trash is another man's treasure. Exactly. That's how I got like almost all of my all of the things I have. And hopefully this piece of trash will be someone's treasure. Because like I said, it's not perfect. But as you can see, and there's video proof, I mean you're watching this right now. These are all handmade. Even though I got bits and pieces that are right here, I put them together. So into the little box of the bunch that I have. So let's see, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more. So we'll do 5 more, and I will call it a day. And probably we'll just buy more, and then just do the rest of them off stream. So I'll be able to do them a lot faster because I don't have to be entertaining by chatting on and on and on about nothing. But then again, do people really find me entertaining? Self-deprecation joke. Oh, there's a little bit of the resin that dried up right here. There's my little drill. I thought it was right here. Yeah. Let's just go in and just yeah. There we go. Woo! You can tell you're making progress, but you can pick it up like that. We just get that. Hold on, let me the thing is starting to go! No! I'm not going anywhere. Stop it! There. There we go. This one is ready. There we go. Just there we go. And no, that's acceptable. Now to just make sure that doesn't see right there so it doesn't fall out. Doing this off camera because I'm trying to get the sticker out. There we go. Now to just out of there. Okay, we're good. And we just yeah, see, there's a crease right there, but that's fine. the resin will kind of like make it invisible. Even though it is noticeable right here, but oh well. C'est la vie. And then steal a car and immediately do it and get police after you. Like what Myung did last night. That was really funny. Okay. Just that and let the resin do its thing. Ooh, my bitrate went up a little bit. Dropped frames, 496.1%, which is still very good actually. I ain't gonna complain about that. Not at all. That's actually really good. Go through a whole stream and only have 500 frames lost? I say that's a good day. Just waiting on this thing to cure. Woo. Another little bug. Woo, look at it go. Woo. Look at it go. I'm gonna blast it again. I'll keep going until it's all the way. Come on. Hurry up. There we go. Jeez. Okay. Oh, I am slipping. You can see on the bottom right here. I missed another area. Oh my god. I am slipping right now. That's enough for that. There we go. Just letting this do its thing. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. Alright, that's not bad. Again, I'm slipping a little bit, but then again, let's see. It's not so bad. It's one of those things that you really have to look at in order to see the flaws in it, see? into its with the rest of them. Just there we go. I actually have quite a few. I don't even remember how many I made. Let's see, we got 4 more. Let's in fact, I think I have something better than the scissors to prevent, you know, scratching. So give me 1 second, I'll be right back. Here we go. Found it. Better put a whole box on it. Don't eat a whole box. Hold up. Okay, where was I? Yeah. What I'm thinking about doing, instead of using those scissors, is to use this. These little plastic razor blades, which are really good for removing decals and stickers and stuff that you don't want. So let's give it a test. Let's give it a test. Yeah, look at that. Did a good job of removing that. On this side. Yeah, that actually did really well. See? Alright. Score 1 for the tiny little plastic razor blade. Like I said, they're made for decal removal. And they actually do work really well. And they don't scratch. Let me really press down on that. Yeah. There we go. Woo. Now let's just grab one of these over here, and one of these. Ow. Ooh, this is really off center, but that's fine. It'll work nonetheless. Let's get some ASMR going on here, and we just there we go. Go. Let's go ahead and get rid of that and just stuck on my finger. Get out of here. Hey. There we go. It's now ready for application. Come on. Alright, there we go. Okay, I'm gonna have it like that. So let's just yeah, it'll work. It'll work. It's not perfectly center, but it doesn't really have to be. It just needs to not overlap on the acrylic. There you are, and no creases, which is surprising given that how off-center this thing is. It was over here. I was expecting something to go wrong right here, but no, actually pretty nice. So now it's time to apply the resin. Let me just get my scissors. There we go. Move them aside. I'm gonna do this off camera so I can see better. So bear with me. Alright, let's just... Woo! Almost fell out of my hand. That would not have ended well. This is... This more up right here, so it's in the way of the action, so you can see what's going on. Even though you don't, it's hard to tell. Maybe I can just hold this up and do that and show you that it's curing. This feels very risky. But I dare say it is working. Okay. I do feel like maybe me blasting them twice maybe overkill, but I'm gonna go ahead and do it again. Even though I feel like it is done, I'm just gonna go ahead and do that. 3 more to go. Woohoo! Okay, no, I don't need the scissors for that. I can just use the plastic razor blade, which is made for decal removal. Look at that. It just did it perfectly. Whoa, look at that. Nice. Very, very nice. Alright. Alright, I just dressed it to a point where now I can, there we go. That one is ready. Cyber corundum. Yes, I am using UV resin. See? See? I am making my own pins for an upcoming anime convention called San Japan. See? As you can see, I have made quite a few. So, welcome aboard. And the way it's done, I'm gonna demonstrate with this one. I think this is... Actually, hold on. I just finished with this one, so I can demonstrate with this one. So what I'm gonna do with this one is I'm gonna be in full cosplay in this, and I'm gonna be walking around like this with trying to get people to fist bump me. And if somebody walks up and just hits me with a fist bump, I'm gonna go whoop and whoop, you win a prize. But I'm only gonna do it so many times because I'm gonna make so many of these pins. But yes. Which means I should say, howdy. I am Mr. Damocles, aka Mr. D, your mild-mannered Corgi Revenant at your service. And as I just mentioned right now, I am making little handmade pins for San Japan, which is an upcoming anime convention. On Mondays, it is Miyang Monday. This is an entire one-man show playing 2 characters. Yes, I actually do play a female character. I'm being open about it because I don't want people going around hearing something like this and then thinking something else. It's all for fun, in my opinion. I feel like that's how VTubing should be. It should be fun and a way of escaping and doing things like that, okay? I just hope everybody is clear on it. So, I am not fond of people getting some kind of crazy parasocial relationship over a character. So I just wanted to just bring that
Come on
up.
in, guys, and leave all hope behind.
Hey, thank you for that follow. That totally didn't spook me right there. I didn't jump. Holy moly. But thank you so much. I don't really bring much to the table, but I do what I can given my limited scheduling, which is usually just Mondays to Thursdays, and they usually start around 11 p.m. at night because that's the only time I have. But sometimes I will stream at potentially 8 o'clock in the afternoon. But again, because it's all depending on the time, because like many of you, I have a day job, and that has to come first, unfortunately. So. But I hope you stick around and enjoy some of the streams. Even check the backlog. I also have a YouTube channel which all the streams are re-uploaded to. For the time being, you can always just check them out. I got some great YouTube shorts. In fact, one of the people here in the chat, Kiwi Membo, he is a good friend of mine, and we've had some crazy adventures together in Repo and in Lethal Company. And tomorrow we, along with Pink Blossom and Wii Sonic, we will be playing Peak. We're gonna try to get to the top. Oh, right there we go. So I hope you're gonna show up for that, because that's hopefully gonna be a lot of fun. But then again, I'm not what you call a needle pusher. Like, I don't turn the dial when it comes to viewership, so to speak. I'm using this as a kind of a prop for pantomiming. See, I'm not like that. I'm more like very little. I don't move the needle much, so, which is fine, because if you come into doing something like this and expect like overnight success and get upset and quit afterwards, then I'm sorry, this just isn't for you. Whether it's VTubing or live streaming, period. If you come in there just expecting immediate success, then I don't know what to say. You're in it for the wrong reason. Okay, so now we're gonna make another one of these. So I'm gonna just actually hold on, I want to do some fun. I forgot I did this and it actually did come out looking pretty good. Just like this. So every once in a while I will do an art stream like this of sorts, involving either me drawing on a tablet or me doing a Handcam stream, which are usually some of the more nerve-wracking things for me, because so much can go wrong in a Handcam stream, and they almost did here, but we always pull through. There we go. This is just me having a little bit of fun. See? I made a little Polaroid. which I think is actually a really cool idea. I mean, more people need to do things like this. More little tiny Polaroids. Okay, now to actually cut this properly so I can make this into a pin. Just gonna do it off camera because it allows me to focus a little bit better. There we go. There we go. That's all set. Now we're just gonna got a little bit of excess right there. Go, 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 go. Go away. Thank you. And now we're just gonna and I guess this does go without saying. This is hard, a little bit harder with these gloves on, but I prefer to do these hand cam streams with gloves on. These, they're not. I'll show you what they are. First, I need to apply this on here. Oh, that's not us. That's a little off right there. I'm just gonna. There we go. Just toss that out and just. There we go. Got that taken care of. I'm gonna get that ready for resin. I'm just gonna once again show you the gloves that I use. And they're nothing special. They're just these. Just good old-fashioned nitrile examination gloves. And the size, they are medium. I wear medium size because while I can wear large, they are a little bit harder to use. I can also wear small, but they're so snug that when an emergency and I have to change out the gloves, my hands will get so clammy that they'll be really almost impossible to put on, and they're super snug on my hands to the point where they're almost suffocating. So medium gloves is that Goldilocks thing for me. They're just right, but they do become a pain since they just ripped right here. So I'm gonna have to, I might as well just change gloves. Let my hands dry out. So just chill out for just a minute. I got that and that. I'm gonna let my hands dry out and put these gloves on because, again, like I said, they're so clammy right now because I've had these on for like 2 hours. So my hands are a little sweaty in these things. So just hold on a second. Let me just let my hands dry out. Okay. I think we're set. Let me just see if I can put these things on. Come on. Come on. It's working. I cut my fingernails earlier, so that should mean I shouldn't accidentally rip these things. But I'm being as gentle as I can. There we go. Now just to put these other ones on right here. Just there we go. Let's do that so you can hear. Ow! There we go. I have to do this to make them a little bit easier to put on. So you can see these right here. They're just there we go. All set. Now, since this is waited long enough, I'm just gonna There we go. Okay. There we go. I'm just trying to get this thing to comply a little bit. I'm gonna add the UV resin. I'm gonna, like I said, I can do it right here, but I'll take it off camera so I can give a closer inspection, because from this distance it's hard to tell. So now I'm gonna take it off camera so I can look a little bit more closer. There we go. There was a lot of spots that I was missing, so I'll just... There we go. Just... Here we go. Okay. Now to just put that down right there. Let myself my hand down with the thing. With a paper towel, could get rid of all that excess resin. Just put that on. Turn the little light right there, and boom, we're all set. How long does each piece take? That kind of depends. Because I do have some streams of me actually doing an art piece on stream, and those can range from like maybe 2 to roughly 4 hours, sometimes 5 plus, but that's a very rare occasion. I will like split them into different videos. I did that once when I split the artwork into 2 separate videos, because I was doing it late at night and I was so exhausted that I had to just stop what I was doing because it was just gonna come out looking awful. So, but yes, thank you so much. Be sure to check my socials and all that, because I do post a lot of art there. I need to do more. I feel like I haven't done enough lately. This little bug is back. I thought he keeps coming back. Okay, let me just blast this thing again with the UV. So, yeah, this is very similar to like how it was with my very first stream when I was making pins. I was using a totally different material. I wasn't using these. I was using little wood blocks. But I do know to not have this thing and point it up, because last time I did that I got blinded. And like, wow, just getting your eyes blasted with UV light. Woo! I can do a number on you. Thankfully my eyes are okay, but man, I was seeing spots for like 10 minutes. Just waiting. There we go. I think this one is ready. Let me just take it in for personal, super close-up inspection. Alright, it looks like I actually did a fairly decent job on this one, as you can see. And here it is. It's, like I said, it's not perfectly centered, but they don't have to be. Like I said, they're all handmade, which means I show you that they're made with love. So, you don't get more lovelier than Myung, which is who this character is. And it's the one that showed up when you did the follow thing here. That's what you saw right there. I created her. So, yeah. Into the box of other pins that I got. See? In she goes. So we got 2 more. So, let's get to this home stretch. Just... Come on. Okay, there we go. I wish I learned about doing the taking that stuff off, like the film here off with a decal remover earlier. Saved me such a headache. Come on. There we go. See? Got it. And all you gotta do is... Oh, yeah. Yeah! Okay. Now to get the driller. There we go. Trying to be center. I was trying to get center on that one. So let me just, there we go. I think just that and just almost got it. There we go. See, got it through. Just kind of do that just to kind of so the acrylic will behave a little bit more. And we just now take this and just wipe it down, get rid of all that excess acrylic shavings on it, and there you go. Nice clean hole. It's actually pretty center. Surprised I was able to get that. Hey, where do you think you're going? Put you right there. Okay, guess you volunteer. So we'll get this, and get that. It's just whoop, like that, and whoop, there we go. Yeah. There we go. Now I'm just gonna there's a little bit of excess sticking out on the side, so I'm gonna go ahead and just tiny bit just it's a little better. I'm gonna stop right there because I'm gonna end up making that worse, so it's best to just cut your losses and just keep soldering on. So we're just gonna do that, and I apply it to a little corner right there so I can hold it better while I try to eyeball it on here. I am doing some major squinting here. There we go. I tracked something here. Doesn't show right here, but it does see that there's a little bumble here. Oh well, that's gonna be there forever. Now, to apply the resin. It's just oh boy, here we go. Just apply it on like there. Like I say, you don't have to keep pouring it on there or keep squeezing it on there, because you'll just make a mess. It'll get worse. It'll be worse. You're better off just squeezing a little bit off of the resin out of the bottle and just using the nozzle to kind of essentially just paintbrush it around. And checking on and use the light to your advantage too to visually inspect to make sure everything is covered. There we go. And I think that's set. Just close that. Move that aside. Put this thing right on its little holder so we can blast it with the UV. Boom! And we got one more, and then we'll call it a night. So we just let it do its thing. Let's do a thing. We gonna do a thing. I'm going through a thing. I'm going through a thing. This little bug here. I don't even know what it is. Get out from the UV light. You're gonna get roasted. This whole thing is moving. There we go. I should not have worn black. Like black shorts. I got I got not UV, but not resin, but acrylic shavings all over them. Ugh, I need a vacuum afterwards. Super bug origin story. Ugh. I would become a super bug. If I was to look like a bug, it'd probably be something like a roly-poly. So technically that's not a bug, it's a arthropod, I believe. Or isopod. Which is more like a shrimp or a lobster. Which is ironically what roaches are. They're kind of similar. Though I still wouldn't eat them. I would not eat roaches. I'm not gonna eat the bugs. Unless it's those old-timey ones that I see, like from back then with how they would have scorpions or stuff like that in a lollipop. Those always have kind of caught my interest. But besides that, no, I wouldn't go out of my way to eat a bug. Just waiting for this thing to finish up curing, because that's all I'm waiting for. Because after that, we got one more. This thing's a little bit like a modern art thing. You just put it in there, and I'm pretty sure that's gonna cure on it because it's. That's why I was resting the cap. The little ring there is from the resin. Yeah, I just left it in there for a little bit, and it cured. Okay, let's see what the damage is. I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna take it up to my face for a close visual inspection. Oh, this one came out nice. And again, oh, there's a few bubbles in there, but it's not enough to be a bother because I'm not the little tiny bubbles, they don't bother me because you have to really look in there and to see them. So, yeah, this one came out really nice. So. Actually, I'm gonna do it like this. See? Oh, into the tiny wooden box full of these things. So, all right, one more, the last one. So that came off easy. Oh yeah, there we go. And I'm just gonna. What? Yeah. There we go. Oh yeah. Okay. Okay. Place that there. Put that there. Guess this little bag is not needed, so I can just toss that out. I'm gonna press down on this thing and just. Take care of the excess that spirals up from here. okay. I can take the hint. Want me to do it like this? Yeah. Oh, okay. Thank God. I just saw it like that. It's just acrylic shavings. I thought I cracked it. I was like, no. That would have been a bummer way of ending the stream. But no. It wasn't that. It was just like I said, it's just acrylic shavings. So I'm just gonna go and take it with a paper towel. Wipe it down. I'm gonna actually put this aside. I can just start taking some of these shavings. Pick up my little trash can here on this corner and just sort of just sweep them off. Because, like I said, we are finished here when it comes to that. In fact, thank you, my friend. I'm gonna do that. Push it more in like that so it's more secure. Put it in its little case. Let me just... And... there we go. See? Craft 911. It doesn't have to be that brand, but you can always... you can just look for like tiny hand drill or something like that. Just look it up and find something similar to what looks like that. And I highly recommend it, especially in the crafting and stuff like that. Because this is very, very nice to have. So, I forget what it's worth. I think it was worth like 10 bucks. So let's get this last one here. And again, like I told you, with these streams right here, I always start off as a fucking absolute nervous wreck. And... oh, jeez, it's right here. It's almost invisible. And, but yeah, I always end up as a complete, absolute fucking nervous wreck. And, as the hours go by, that nervousness goes away because you just start just doing what you're doing. And even though there's nobody else in here in this room, me just chatting on and on is actually helping me. And I do have my job to thank for that because it's helped me become less introverted. Even though that's all I said, that'll never go away because I'll always be an introvert. Off center. There we go. There we go. Alright, I'm trying to make this one as nice as I can. Me too, actually. I do mask well. Especially at anime conventions. I am the kind of person who will cosplay at an anime convention. And the only kind of cosplays I do are the kinds that will completely cover up my entire head. So, there we go, that's ready. And it's like I said, these, for the most part, this one is ready. But, only problem is that it's just the sticker that's on right here. And it's finite at best. It will only last so long. Like, after probably like a month, or after a good rainstorm the next day, it's probably going to be completely ruined. So, that's why I use the UV resin. Not only does it make it stronger, it makes it waterproof. And I'm gonna go ahead and do this one off camera so I can make sure it's as perfect as I can make it. There we go. Okay. Close that. And now for one last time, boom. Hit it with the UV resin. Boo doo boo doo boo doo boo doo boo. Woo! 731 frames lost. But that's still good. That's still very good. Oh, I don't know if you heard that. I just popped my ankle. That was needed. Oh, yeah. And my neck. Oh, I've been sitting on this chair for what it seems right here, 2 hours and 45 minutes, so. Just letting this resin do its thing. Just letting it do its thing. I even added this little super tiny rubber foot on here so I have easier access to the button. Alright, we'll hit it again. That wasn't that bug, was it? I don't know what that was. Probably a bit of speck of nothing. The little bug gets back. There it goes. Whee! I don't know if you saw it, but I did. The little bugger's fast. Let's just get the box of the remaining pins that I have here, and I believe that is it. Let me just... I'm gonna take it for a closer inspection, so... Oh, this one's beautiful. This one came out nice. Yeah, see? Look at that. I use a more photo reflective kind of a sticker sheet, and it actually gives it a more poppy look. It actually kind of like has a slightly reflective look under the right light conditions, so it actually comes out looking really, really nice. They look really nice out in the sun, in natural sunlight, so yeah. So just take that, put that in there. They're done, see? I got so many of them. So let's just kill this camera, cut the music, and now I'm gonna do my little spiel here to end the night. So let me just bear with me here. Where's that camera? There we go. Okay, hold on. Let me get these off. Oh my god, my hands. My hands. My horrible human hands. What did you do to them? I cleaned them. They were always clean. In fact, I did cut them. I cut them down so they're a lot easier to live with. And no, Kiwi, it's not because I'm Yoshikage Kira. I don't date women and cut their hands off. I don't do that. Anyway, thank you for showing up. This is, again, not the longest stream, but then again, I can understand with some viewers that, sitting through like 5+ hour streams, especially when it's something like as, relatively mundane as me making pins, that can really, drown someone out, so, yeah. So tomorrow, me, Pink Blossom, Kiwi Memo, and we Sonic, we are going to be playing Peak. And it's going to be Peak because While I've seen plenty of footage of the game, I have never played it. So it's like Lethal Company. I'm gonna know a little thing or two, but I'm not gonna not know dick about controls. I know you were gonna say that. That's why I brought it up, so you didn't have to say it. So yeah, with all that being said, like I said, tomorrow is peak. And on Thursday, I'm gonna be playing Uma Musume Pretty Derby. I'm probably gonna be doing more of the story modes because the stories are really good. So, yeah. Look forward to that. And next week, who knows? We'll see what happens. So, till then, let's see. Cybercorndom, thank you. I was just trying to figure out the name. I'm so sorry. I was trying to make sure I got the name right. Cybercorndom. Oh, the time. It's probably going to be 11 o'clock Central Standard Time, so. If you check my Twitter or X, whichever you want to call it, I usually post about it a couple hours before the stream, and I usually have the time predicated on there, so. But it's going to be at 11 o'clock Central, so be on the lookout for that. The music just ended, but that's okay, because we're about to call it right here. So, with all that being said, be happy, be healthy, stay safe, and as always, God bless. Take care of yourself, and you have yourself a wonderful night, okay? Catch you later. Bye-bye!
Hey, Mr. B. Look what I found. It's an acrylic square. What are you gonna use that for?